Good evening students, welcome back to the class. In last class, we have studied about geomorphic agent, the river. So today we are going to study about the erosional and depositional landforms by river. Students, do you know what is fluvial landforms? Landforms created by the erosional and depositional activities of river are called fluvial landforms. Okay, next, let's see about river erosion. So you have already studied about the factor affecting the flow of river. Likewise, the factor affecting the intensity of river erosions are: first one, velocity of water flow; second, slope of terrain; and third one, rock structure. First one, velocity of water flow. If the volume of water increases, the velocity of flow increase and rate of erosion will be high. In case of less volume of water, the velocity of flow gets decreases and rate of erosion will be less. Second one, slope of terrain. Slopes are of two types, steep slope and gentle slope. In steep slopes, the flow of water is high and intensity of erosion is also high. In gentle slopes, the flow of water and erosion decreases and deposition begins. And third one, rock structure. Rock structure are of soft and hard rock structure. Soft rocks were washed away by the river by its carrying sediments, and in case of hard rocks, the river gets obstructed by the hard rocks in its movement and move towards sidewards. Okay, next, let's see about abrasion or corrosion. The rock particles like gravel, sand, pebbles, etc. carried by the river which rub against the rock on the river bed and also both sides of the river. This result bearing down of rocks. Here, bearing down means breaking down of rocks. Such erosion is known as abrasion or corrosion. Through this process, the river can polish even hard rocks along its movement or course. Okay students, you might have seen the pebbles as shown in this picture along river courses. What could be the reason behind their round shape and polished surface? Yes, very good. Abrasion or corrosion process which is made by river erosion. Let's see about river bed erosion. Here two pictures are there. First one is erosion along the bed and another one erosion along the valleys. The river bed erosion is more powerful in upper course of the river because of steep slope, vertical erosion due to high velocity of water flow. And the second picture shows about erosion along valleys. Erosion along valleys are very powerful in middle course of the river because of gentle slopes, horizontal erosion due to widening of river. Here widening means moving sidewards. Okay students, let's study about erosional landforms made by river. In erosional landforms, we are going to study V-shaped valley, waterfalls, meanders and oxbow lakes. From this, V-shaped valleys and waterfalls are found in upper course of the river, and meander and oxbow lakes are found in middle course of the river. Let's start with V-shaped valleys. In upper course of the river, the velocity of water is high. River gets deepening due to intense erosion, so the valley takes a sharp V shape along with the riverbed. These valleys are called V-shaped valleys. Next, let's see about waterfalls. Waterfalls are formed at the upper course of the rivers. The riverbed has harder and softer rocks. When the river passes over the riverbed, soft rocks gets easily eroded and harder rocks stay at that place. As a result, waterfalls are formed. And next, meanders. In the middle course of river, erosion decreases due to gentle slopes and deposition begins. Here, the river gets widening due to sediments or rocks create obstruction to the flow. Therefore, the sinuous curve formed along the river course are called meanders. Here, sinuous means zigzag. Meanders are usually formed in the middle and lower course of the river. And next, oxbow lakes. Erosion and deposition continues in this course. Meander increases its curve through continuous erosion and deposition. Finally, the river takes a straight course due to the deposition in the curves. Therefore, it gets separate from the main river and form isolated water body. That isolated water bodies are called oxbow lakes. Okay students, next we are going to study about depositional landforms by river. Depositional landforms are found in lower course of the river through the plains. The rate of the deposition will be higher due to the slow movement of river. The depositional landforms like floodplains, deltas are formed in the lower course. Okay, first let's see about floodplains. The deposition of alluvium on the both banks of the river. Those flooded banks are called floodplains. Many of the famous civilizations have taken birth along the floodplains. For example, Indus Valley Civilization. Floodplains are suitable for agriculture because sediments carried by the river contain high varieties of minerals, which is very good for agriculture. Okay students, let's study about alluvial plains of North India. The North Indian plains are known as the backbone of Indian agriculture. It is one among the extensive alluvial plains of the world. The Ganga plain is most extensive portion of this plain, which occupies three main divisions. They are Indus plain, Ganga plain and Brahmaputra plain. It is the depositional plain formed by North Indian rivers. Major crops like wheat, maize, pulses, sugarcane, jute, etc. are cultivated here. This region occupies highest population among from other regions in India. Okay students, do you know what is meant by tributaries and distributaries? The streams flowing into the main river are called its tributaries. Absence of slope and large amount of sediments close to the river mouth cause the river to divide into various branches. These branches are called distributaries. Okay students, let's study about the second depositional landform, that is delta. The velocity of the river decreases when it is near to the river mouth. Most of the river branches out to distributaries at this stage, where the volume of both water and sediment is very high. The sediments brought by the rivers are deposited between these tributaries and forms almost triangular shaped landform. These triangular shaped landform features are called delta. Okay, let's see about Sundarban Delta. The Sundarbans in West Bengal, it is the largest delta in the world. This delta region is formed by the deposition by the river Ganga and Brahmaputra. This region covered with mangrove forest. It is also known as Sundarbans after the mangrove vegetation type Sundari found over here. It is a major biodiversity hotspot in India. Okay students, let's summarize today's topics. First of all, we have studied the factors affecting the intensity of river erosion. They are velocity of water flow, slope of terrain and rock structure. Then we have studied erosional landforms. They are V-shaped valley, waterfalls, meander and oxbow lake. Here, V-shaped valley and waterfalls comes under upper course and meander and oxbow lake comes under middle course. Then we have studied depositional landforms. They are floodplain and delta. Then we have seen alluvial plains of India and Sundarban Delta in West Bengal. Okay students, hope you that you have understood about today's topic. So read your textbook thoroughly, and if you have any doubt you can ask. So be happy and safe at your home. See you in the next class. Thank you.